Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris in our Roma Galactica series. I've got the camera started out on our brand new Gaia planet here, which is right now it's Whiter Tropicus. But you might have noticed I named the last episode where we got this Gaia planet because it terraformed up Terra Nova. And I really thought that given that a lot of people have been saying you should rename Earth to Terra, and again, this is not a Rome never fell scenario. This is a Rome reemerged scenario. And we have been calling Earth Earth. So I feel like that name has stuck and we're going to stay with Earth. But this, we can honor a little bit more of Terran tradition, so to speak, Roman tradition, and rename it to Terra Nova. Now, is it going to still be in the wider system, or should we rename the system as well, is the other question. We could rename it. Actually, yeah, let's call it the Nova system. Right? And what else is in the Nova system, just out of curiosity? Nova 1, barren world with a barren moon. Nova 2, Nova 4, and Nova 6, which is a frozen world. Oh, wait, just kidding. We got one more. Nova 5. It's a shame that none of these are terraforming candidates, like Mars. It'd be cool to have a very Mars-like planet we could terraform. It looks like we have some stuff to add to this sector as well. So this is Magna Graecia. Let's add a few more sectors in. Very good. So yeah, things are going quite well. I'm going to leave things paused for just a second while I get my bearings, because I just loaded the game up. But we've got these guys here. Yep, you need to go ahead and upgrade. These guys have upgraded. These are my brand new... that's right, we're building battleships now that I remember that I actually have them. This is also, yeah, one of my new battleships, in fact. So we have 2 so far. And we're going to have more soon as we have the resources for them. And then it's a matter of taking on the Gurite Holy League. People have been asking, like, when exactly do you plan on doing that? The answer is that, again, the Tendrakians are... they're still superior. The game is considering us equivalent now, and they're still receptive to us after years of doing deals. After years of doing deers? I don't know. But I'm really nervous about, like, committing my fleets to inviting the Gurite Holy League, or invading the Gurite Holy League, inviting them into the Roman Empire. Yes, we're going to invite them warmly with our battleships. I'm really nervous about doing that, and before I have some level of real equivalency with the Tendrakian. So I'm hoping that this episode or next we can really we can set up a research equivalence. We can just reach a level of research that is equivalent to them. Speaking of that, let's pay a visit to, okay, these are the merchants. I don't have a high enough resource or high enough opinion of them to get that resource, but where are the... I think these are the curators. No, these are the artisans. Curators, where are you? Seriously, I know you're here. Oh, no. I haven't encountered curators yet. You guys confused me. People have been saying in comments as far as learning about the... because, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Stellaris outside of this series. As far as learning about the enigmatic fortress, people have been saying, yeah, talk to the curators. Well, I haven't met the curators yet, so... Damn, I thought I had, given how many people had said that. Now let's... tell you what, they're already building stations there, so once you finish with that, go ahead and just do a quick upgrade. This construction ship also needs an upgrade, so come do that. And yeah, we're just going to keep focusing on battleships then. Let's speed the game up. Very nice. But yeah, we're going to focus as much as we can on catching up research-wise. One of the things we can do in order to set that up is to just keep upgrading our physics research. A more detailed scan of one of the many natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Rapix 1 has revealed that a deposit of precious metals and minerals that was overlooked in the initial survey, or has revealed a deposit of precious metals. Okay. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary and appears tectonically stable. An excellent find, indeed. Again, for those of you who've jumped into the series more recently, yes, I do read the event descriptions. I won't read the ones that I feel like we've seen a ton of times, but I think they add a certain narrative quality to the game, not only when you're playing by yourself, but especially when you're playing on YouTube. So for those of you who don't want to hear me read those every time, sorry. I promise I won't keep reading them over and over. Once we've seen things for a while, I'll stop. But I enjoy reading them. So.
Ships upgraded. System survey complete.
All right, let's go ahead and improve that. We're slowly creeping up on our physics research. All right, Krishna Pujari has gained the Iron Fist trait. Now, remind me, is this our Earth Governor? Pause. The game keeps doing that. All right, so Iron Fist is what? Yeah, that's the slave output stuff. So we don't have slaves yet. We don't really have anything that we can use that with. But we just finished 2 research projects. So let me jump there. Oh, good. Habitability boost. That's always a good win. Leader pool size is also tempting. So is this. We actually have 2. Look at this. 2 very similar. Let's go for the cheaper one first, because that's going to be done in 10 months. And then here we need... Explosive weapons damage would be nice. Gauss cannons would be even nicer, though. I'm just saying. Let's go for Gauss cannons. Let's improve our core. That's our core weapon, and we can put it up to level 5. Now, can I go ahead and build another battleship? Augustus class? Not quite yet, but almost there.
Complete.
I kind of want to have 5 battleships with each of my fleets right now. Kingdom of Yonderim has declared a Demazanian citizen compact as their rival. So who's that? The Kingdom of Yonderim and the Demazanian citizen compact. Yonderim. All right, so these 2 are rivals. I'm going to try as much as I can to keep an eye on politics where possible. Are we finding any other worlds out here? Not really. Nothing here is colonizable. And this is the end of the arm here. This is the core part of this arm of the galaxy. Once we take over the Gorite, hopefully there's not a lot going on up here, and there's a lot we can expand into. I've got my fingers crossed for that. All right, construction ship done here. What more can be done? Nothing really. Anything over here? No. I think that order's already been queued up. No, it hasn't. All right, fine. Go build mining stations there. And apparently nothing's been queued up there either, so let's set... Oh, wait, no, you're working on that. I thought that was in Sheridan, but I misread the screen there. All right, unpause.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Trade deal duration expired. So we're not getting terraforming liquids from them anymore. That's fine. I didn't necessarily need that. All right, so now that we have Satramine access, do we actually have any is the question. Yes, we do. Perfect. So now our governing ethics are 10% more attractive, which is going to help us just kind of keep everyone in line and have the Roman Empire not splinter into 1,000 factions. We already have factions, but they'll have a little bit more trouble gaining influence this way. Now, I do kind of want to go for self-aware colony ships, but I also kind of want to go for an energy credit boost sooner than later. But more than anything, I think probably the best thing for me to go for would be to go for Lithuric gas refining, because this shield hit points bonus would be good. That tech will be done soon. Oh, nice. Already done here too. What did we finish? Oh, that's right. It wasn't going to take that long, was it? Ooh, colonial bureaucracy. This is one of the new research options that they added for, obviously, core systems. I mentioned this early on, but notice it doesn't take that much research. I'll be done with it fast. Yeah, this is definitely the best option, because that will eventually allow us to add Balawar once we're done with the enigmatic fortress. So that's perfect. Also, I think it's time... Let's do this really quickly while I'm thinking about it. Let's raise our food cap. We're going to put this up to balanced, which means our food storage is going to be at 1,000. Literally changes nothing except the level of the cap, but it means that how much food we have stockpiled, if we go below our surplus, will actually be more. So if things hit the fan, so to speak, then we'll be able to survive longer as a people. All right, so let's do another Augustus class battleship. And we're going to be ready for another one pretty soon. Our economy continues to get better and better, but we've slowed down a little bit. We need to expand more in this direction, and in order to do that, we're going to need more border expansion. I mean, yes, we need to expand our territory, our planets, but we need to improve our borders, because right now our sector's not even touching. We have a whole bunch of resources we can't mine right now because it's not in our territory. So that's kind of a setback until we are in a better position there. All right, Misizi Okeke has leveled up. Very good. The debris field in which W1H981 is part of roils and swirls under the influence of unknown forces. Look into that for me, please. Alright, nothing else that I can do at the moment.
Construction complete.
Tendrakian technocracy stopped guaranteeing the independence of the Demazanian Citizen Compact. Interesting. Also, hang on. Let me see how the Tendrakians are doing. So their tech level is still superior. They have closed borders to the Gurites. Alright, there are still closed borders with the Tendrakians when you look at the Theklock Forerunners. That's what I was curious about, is how are they doing in relationship to the Fallen Empire? Because the story so far is that the Roman Empire has been kind of helped in its ascendancy. Oh, here's this one. It's been kind of helped in its ascendancy by this Fallen Empire, which is cool, but I want them to help me, not the Tendrakians. The RSS Remembrance never made it all the way to W1H981 to study the anomalies surrounding it. The ship, along with Science Officer Mizizi Okeke and crew, blinked out of existence as it was navigating the debris field and then reappeared minutes later. Mizizi Okeke reports that they found themselves briefly in some extra-dimensional space. External viewports revealed that they were surrounded by countless ships of alien design suspended in a seemingly endless void. Before the crew could get their bearings, the vision abruptly faded and they found themselves back in regular space. However, roughly half the crew are missing. Science Officer Mizizi Okeke speculates that they may have been selectively trapped by some unknowable mechanism in that strange space. So you got some experience from that at least, and in a few years we're going to get an interesting little follow-up quest. Go ahead and here, well, actually, not a few years. That was fast. The missing members of the RSS Remembrance's crew, thought lost to the dimensional rift, have reappeared. They hailed us from aboard an unknown vessel not entirely dissimilar to our own science ships, idling close to where the RSS Remembrance originally experienced the dimensional disturbance. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Mizizi Okeke and intend to surrender their ship to human authorities. I have never accepted this. Ever, ever, ever. I always feel like, no, I should probably kill you. Like they just gave us a new science ship. But I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I'm going to say very well. And we got a new science ship, this other science ship. So this is the RSS. Let's call it the RSS Spectre. And we do need a new scientist to be in the Spectre, but let's just try this. I'm curious to see what happens. Anomaly research speed. Yeah, let's go for the younger researcher that can research anomalies faster. Reinhard Hoffman is our new researcher, and we're just going to tell you what, let's go ahead and go back to surveying. We're heading into a new area here, definitely. So I'm going to explore just this initial portion. Actually, there's the tip of the other arm of the galaxy too, which is interesting. Okay, now go with that. Now let's see what happens. I'm curious. I feel like something terrible is going to happen. Periodically spews an alarmingly eclectic mix of particles and radiation into the void while researching them. Let's go ahead and research there. We have 4 battleships there. Let's go ahead and build... Oh, we're over our fleet cap. Holy crap. I didn't realize the battleships were filling up that fast. Alright, so never mind. We're not going to build any more ships just yet.
Ships upgraded.
Society research is done, though. Naval capacity plus 10%. Naval capacity, stat. Communications, okay, fine. We met the curators. At long last. We are receiving a transmission from the Independent Space Station, the Curator Alpha Enclave. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Great. Question is, where are you? Well met. Where are you, curators? Oh, you're right there. Nice. So, can you aid us in our research, please? Yes, we would like to purchase this service. 3,000 credits, which we definitely have, giving us a huge bonus, and it improves their opinion of us. We can also ask them, tell us about the mysteries of the universe. Tell us about the enigmatic fortress. It is the kind of absurd, massive, and self-perpetuating construction that you don't see built anymore. Maybe that is for the best. Can the fortress be entered? It can, and it has, although that attempt is now nearly forgotten. The fortress can be partially powered while it's shut down, although it will attempt to use whatever power is sent into it to jumpstart its full systems. Proceed with caution. Interesting. I still haven't read the guide, FYI, for those of you wondering if I have. The RSS Remembrance finds a disturbing tangle of technology hidden in a deep crater on the asteroid's surface. Oh, it's a dark... Nice! A dark matter funnel. Evidently someone has, with rather simple means, managed to stabilize a one-way wormhole, and Science Officer Mzizi Okeke, how many times can I say that name in one episode, quickly asserts that the asteroid is the exit point. The other end opens up somewhere in uncharted space, some light years away from a black hole, and small quantities of dark matter are leaking, being siphoned through the wormhole. Whoever set this up seems to have abandoned the operation. Interesting. Alright, so we don't have access to dark matter yet, but if we can colonize that area of space, that would be a very, very, very useful thing. That's 20% extra physics research, so that'll fix our physics research deficit. Alright, so lythuric gas. Do we have lythuric gas? No, we don't. That's a shame. Alright, but we can go ahead and research level 3 and 4 physics labs, which I'm kind of tempted to do. But let's actually go for the Curator Exploration Lab first, because that's going to be done pretty soon. That's a rare technology now that we have access to the Curators that'll help us explore and be better at succeeding in exploring the galaxy. I haven't been good in past games with Stellaris, on or offline, at getting that as soon as I can, so I want to be better this time. Alright, so this science ship is ready to head back out. Why don't I send you... Yeah. Out in this direction. There, there, there. Alright, and I do want to explore. All that. Okay, we can't queue up all those systems, but close enough. Still nothing to build, I don't believe. Unless our borders have expanded on their own somehow. No, nothing to build. We have lots of money again. We still are below our fleet, or above our fleet cap though, so nothing really I can do there. More physics labs. Anything more I can build here? Not just yet, but colonies are expanding nicely. Oh wow, lots of nice upgrades here. Physics lab. So our physics research is catching up, if you notice up here. We're doing better in that regard. Physics lab. We are far and away, our best category is our society research. And some of these, by the way, some of these labs are going to have to be converted to other types before long, because I've definitely done a lot of physics labs. So at some point we're going to have huge physics surpluses and not enough in other categories. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. How are we doing on Unity? 20 months away, 19 months away from our next policy, which we can either keep going down domination to be closest to our next ascension perk, or yeah, we'll see. Our initial scans have caught an irregular signal reminiscent of our own distress patterns. So yeah, research that. This could be similar to that quest that I just started earlier. All right, so now we are done with that. Or no, we're not done with naval capacity. So our naval capacity just went up as our POPs group, because naval capacity is related, as you can see here, to spaceports and POPs. So as the population grows, that'll help it go up as well. So that's good news. Yeah, so that actually gave us a better income. I'm switching to that. I wasn't quite sure. I very rarely exceed my naval cap, so I was curious what detriment that had. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Xeric 3. The ship is not giving away any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what happened to the crew. Intriguing. Derelict ship available. Let's have you do that first and foremost. Research it, please.
Special project complete.
Special. Oh, it failed. Crew members must have killed each other. The solitude and confinement of space travel can break even the strongest of minds. Well, that sucks. That's disappointing. Critical failure. We are receiving a distress signal from the RSS Remembrance. Oh no! We just lost the Remembrance. And I think Masizi Okeke. The crew has gone mad and are killing each other. The captain has lost all control. Sending help would be futile at this point. Oh yeah, that's what happens when you investigate the derelict ship. Could this have anything to do with that derelict ship they recently investigated? That's a shame. So we just lost our science ship. We still have the Zephyr, and we still have the Spectre, which is the science ship from beyond. Don't know what that means, but let's go ahead and build a new one. Konsu class science ship.
Construction complete.
right, so there's some Tianki space whales hanging out here. All right, so this is the RSS emissary, but we're going to rename it. Someone in the comments had a fantastic suggestion, and it was also very popular in terms of just likes and people enjoying the idea. So I'm going to rename this the RSS Vasiliev. Well, you know what? You know what I like even more? Let's be more personal. This is the RSS Pavel. Or... yeah, I like that the most. Rather than using last name or first name, let's use both. RSS Pavel Vasiliev. Let's rename that after one of our more successful researchers, right? He was around for a long time, did a lot of work. He deserves some recognition. So let's go ahead and go for Andrea Quadrini. It's a male Andrea Quadrini, not unlike the opera singer, Andrea Bocelli. So Andrea Quadrini is... sorry, that's a random reference, but there are, in fact, male Andreas. Let's take our science... well, crap. We're exploring in this direction. Let's look at the exact queue we have. So let's look up in this way. Let's go here, then there, then there, then there, then there, then there, then there, then there. We're actually getting close to the borders of that other empire. And then swing back around that way. So we're going to look that direction. Okay, we got a rivalry between those two factions over there. These two. Still nothing more I can do over here. We haven't, our borders haven't expanded that much. We are, yeah, we're not really close to adding any new systems. And there's actually nothing more colonizable near us, which is very disappointing. All right, Curator Exploration Lab. So this, if you're curious what it does, just has advanced technologies from the ancient curator order to further increase survey speeds. Right? All right, so speaking of that, I need to go for assist research at some point. I think I'm going to go for better shields first. And actually, I just remembered, speaking of shields, you might know where I'm going with this. Speaking of shields, let's see, I can replace this farm. Planetary shield generator. To improve the fortification toughness of the city. Oh, we have a research institute too that I need to build. Crap, forgot about that. All right, well, tell you what, let's build the shield generator first. And I need to replace one building. I don't want to replace any buildings, but tell you what, let's replace this lab with a research building, because at the end of the day, we'll still get the benefits of that research tab. All right, so we're going to build that instead. Are there any other buildings I've forgotten about? This happens to me fairly frequently in Stellaris. I'll get like a new capital building like that and totally forget to build it. All right, so there's that. I'm going to build it elsewhere too. Let's go ahead and build a shield generator on Varner Continentum. Sirius Continentum. What would be the best planet to build it on here? Or the best spot? This is a mineral processing plant, so I don't want to replace that. It's actually not a great spot to build it on Sirius Continentum, so I'll actually hold off for now. Let's improve that. That's a mineral processing plant. This is just a mining network, though. As is this. Let's replace this with the planetary shield generator. Yes, that'll suppress resource collection to a certain extent, I'm aware. And then, yeah, I need to be careful about my food, but if I replace any food tiles, but I am going to replace this one with a planetary shield generator. I want to take advantage of the gift that I was given, especially if we get attacked. It just seems like the sensible thing to do. I'll leave that planet alone for now. And then we're definitely going to build a shield generator here, although it's not going to be used just yet. So Cor Oceanum is going to have a shield generator as well. Got that taken care of. So that's going to help with our research when we finally get the research building built. I'm surprised no one's yelled at me about that. So maybe that's a more common thing. Make you guys sound so mean. You guys have been very, very supportive in this series, and you've enjoyed it a great deal and told me you've enjoyed it, and I appreciate it. No one's yelling at me, except a few people that I don't listen to. But I think maybe that is a common thing. You get a new Capitol building, and there's just no... There's not a notification in place right now to make it easier to remember to do that. So I feel like maybe whatever force has caused no one to remind me about that building is the same one that caused me to forget that I had the option. So I feel like I should probably just keep going down the domination tree so I can get to the next ascension perk fastest. Even though domination, well, we are actually about to get to these guys. So yeah, subject integration cooldown reduced by 50%, or tributaries give you an additional 10% of their income. Yeah, let's go for Star Lords first. There we go. And while I've got it paused, on that note, I'll go ahead and cut this episode here, and in the next one, we are going to potentially go to war with the Gurites, because, hang on, let's have a quick look at the Tendrakians. Nothing much is going on here anymore. They still have a superior level of technology to us, but I feel like we're in a stable place with them. And the Gurites are still inferior to us in every way. Their naval capacity is pathetic. Their fleet power is inferior. We would eliminate their ships very quickly, and we could conquer them very quickly. I feel like that could be over maybe even in one episode, and we'd have that entire region, because they don't seem to have that much territory. So, and we could add that new sector and have a new race that could potentially colonize more planets. So I feel like that is the logical next step to take, and it makes sense to do it at the beginning of the next episode. Oh, also, we lost an admiral. Let's go ahead and hire, before I end this episode. I like the idea of, oh yeah, definitely, Barak Qasim, I guess, would be his name. So this is going to be an extra hull point addition for that particular character. Very nice. Now, I don't have the ability to add... I think I'm just going to leave this fleet without any battleships for now. Maybe add one battleship, but that's it. But I'll think about that more before I launch the attack in the next episode. But yeah, in the next one, we're going to war. It's finally happening. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes come out every single day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.